What's up, everybody? Chewy891 coming at you today with another panel to play, and today is QuickSilver. We were able to get a glimpse of QuickSilver and Scarlet Witch in the Tom Mass Games transmission live stream last week on Thursday. They were able to play a game. We didn't see their cards or anything, but we saw what these characters can do. From what I understand it, QuickSilver does move long. He does have some built-in rerolls. He's a threat 3 from what we understand. And also, he has a move called Speedster, it looks like, that he can move small. Because there was a point in the game, like towards the end of the game, what happened was Mr. Sinister moved up. And Mr. Sinister did an attack onto Pietro. And then from there, he was able to spend some power and do a Speedster and move small away. So he was out of range of Mr. Sinister's attack. So, I mean, those are the highlights. It looks like he has average defense rolls across the board. From what I can understand, I think he's 3s across the board, but with re-rolls. But without further ado, I mean, honestly, at this point, the fact that they were shown in a game, they probably should have just released a card already. I mean, this is kind of right here. I mean, I'll read the panel to play. It's cool. But right now, it's like, you might as well just show the cards and just get it over with. But that's fine. They're putting out the panel to play. That's cool. I'll take it. The fact I could talk about MCP, it's good with me. So, Pietro Maximoff and his sister Wanda were abducted at a young age from her home in Siberia for experimentation by the High Revolutionary. Afterward, they returned to disguised as ordinary mutants, but the siblings manifested extraordinary abilities. Pietro taking the form of superhuman speed. Both Pietro and Wanda have fallen victim to human prejudice if it were not for Magneto's intervention, who took the twins in and turned brother to twins. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple. I do like Pietro's fig, by the way. This looks really, really cool. The fact that he's on a rock, like, taking off, there's an explosion right behind him. Like, the whole point is to show him moving really quickly as the explosion is happening. And I think they captured this pretty well. I don't know. I think this looks pretty cool. Again, another model on a rock, which is whatever. I know a lot of people have been bringing that up in the Facebook and all that stuff. It's fine with me. I personally don't care. It looks cool. I like his fig. And they talk about it here. He says use a police of flying debris explosion as literal stepping stones, like as I was talking about it, capturing how Pietro Maximoff the rest of the world might. How Pietro sees the world, whatever, as the world might as well be standing still. Wearing his classic outfit with his distinctive lightning bolt slashed across his chest, QuickSilver is ready to sprint across the tabletop. Alright, so when you look at QuickSilver's rules, the first thing you might notice is that he's fast. Some might even say insanely fast. His long movement, which we saw, which I talked about earlier, we did see he can move long in the live stream from last week, which is not shocking. I mean, he's gonna move long. There's no doubt about it. So, but the Speedster active power is where things start to get really interesting. For 2 power, QuickSilver puts on some blinding speed and can make an additional long movement. That, I forgot about that also. I forgot. So, yeah, he can spend like 2 power and move long, which is crazy to me. He might have some like crazy advanced R&D plays with this, as I think about it. Or like a turn 1 throw from the Brotherhood. He can get some extra power. He can move and then do this and then get within range to attack somebody. I'm thinking about, like, for me, like, if I'm gonna be playing Pietro, I've grown to love the Wakandan herbs. I love that extract. This just comes up with another way for me to get that herb to my point as fast as possible, right? So this is pretty cool. So he can move an extra long movement, provided he isn't holding something to weigh him down. So that's the way to balance it, because I'm pretty sure they didn't want somebody to use Pietro and then, constantly play Wakandan herbs and have a 4-point swing every turn on turn 1 and stuff like that. That's cool. So if he's holding an extract, he cannot do it. So, like I said, this is more like if you can get up there. I'm pretty sure with 2 long moves, you don't even need the 2 long moves. You can get up there, and then from there you got to find your way back. Because I think, again, once you pick up that herb, you can't move again. So you have to find another way back. But I do have a play in mind that'll really, really, really move that herb faster to my side of the field. But it's going to take some play testing and games. So, alright, anyway. So he can't do it if he's holding an objective, which is good. So like a Celestial Hammer, a Kree Power Core, that's potentially 3 long moves, or as we say in these parts, most of the map. Basically, it's all of the map, I think. Not all of the map, but that's a decent part of it. It doesn't stop there. QuickSilver moves so fast that he can blaze across water without sinking, or sprint up cerebral side of a building, so he has the wall crawler innate superpower. That's cool. So he has wall crawler, so he can just walk through walls and everything. That makes a lot of sense. He moves really quickly. If you know anything about QuickSilver, I mean, he can just get that building really fast. So he has wall crawler. That makes a lot of sense. Also makes him a challenge for opponents to hit. He has a pair of powerful defensive superpowers that let him duck out of the line of sight and actually dodge bullets. I've seen this in action. It's pretty cool. It's kind of similar to Loki's like Trickster. And when he reaches an enemy, QuickSilver speed becomes handy in the offensive too. Both of his attacks draw on his speed and mobility, giving him the chance to move after striking. His basic attack, Supersonic Strike, not only lets him perform a hit and run on one target, thanks to the dash special rule, but he can carry that momentum into another attack on a different target with the velocity special rule. I was seeing this, I was like, what is he doing? Like, as Shik was playing, I was like, what is he doing with this? How is he getting another attack? So basically, his basic, he just comes in, does an attack, he gets a move, and then I think on the wild, he triggers another attack. So, yeah, this is interesting. That momentum into another attack on a different target with the velocity special rule. Best of all, there's no limitation on how often either of these two rules can trigger. So you can just keep doing it and like bounce off of characters. That's crazy. Man, if you could set it up, like if you could like get people like right next to the Wakandan herb and like, you know, like attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, and then you'll probably end up scoring that point turn one somehow. I think. I don't know. Somebody has to let me know down in the comments down below if that's how that works. Like, let's say, for example, you have a couple of models around that Wakandan herb. You somehow get Pietro up there. He moves, attacks, moves, picks up the herb. No, because you can't attack again. No, wait, you can attack again. But you have to roll the wild, I think, to get the velocity. Anyway, I need to see the card and how that works. So QuickSilver can blur through the enemy, leaving a line of bruises to mark his passage. With that, we've crossed the finish line. So yeah, that's everything for QuickSilver. Like, yeah, I can't wait to see the card so I can read what everything does here, because that basic attack seems bonkers. He can just go move, attack, move, attack, move, attack. Granted, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need wilds and all that stuff, right? Because dice be dice. Sometimes you just don't get the wild. Sometimes you just don't, to meet the requirement or whatever the case may be. The fact that he has raw crawler is amazing. He's gonna be annoying to deal with. Like I said in the battle last week, he does have built-in rerolls, and he can speedster away, which means if you get within range and attack him, he spends power, he moves short, and then from there the opponent has to either do an attack or do another action or whatever the case may be. So that's pretty cool. So when he's running a certain objective, if you're playing the Kree Power Core, which is a 2-point swing, and you're holding that, you want to put that on Pietro and keep him as far away from people as possible, you got to catch him. Right, he's going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. I think he's already affiliated as well. I think he's on the Avengers for sure. He's a Brotherhood member. I don't think he's anywhere else outside of those two, which is all he needs. I mean, with Avengers, with the -1 superpower cost, that's going to benefit him a lot. Brotherhood with the amassing power, with Magneto's leadership, and then you have Mystique's leadership, which you can gain a power for interacting with an objective, and things of that nature. QuickSilver is going to be really fun to play. I'm going to have a great time playing with him. Anyways, guys, that's it for the panel to play. I just need to see the card, right? I mean, we got to see Scarlet Witch and all the crazy crap she can do. She's a threat 5 and deservedly so. Failures are successes. That's insane. She dazed like beast in like 2 turns. It was sick. Dazed and KO'd him, actually, in 1 turn, I should say, or in about 2 turns. So, yeah, she's insane, and she's worthy of a threat 5. She feels like a threat 5. She's going to be one of those characters you're going to have to deal with really, really fast. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Definitely let me know what you guys think of QuickSilver if you watched the match from last week and saw everything that you could do. What are your thoughts on them? What teams are you going to be running QuickSilver with? Me, I have an idea for Defenders, and I have an idea for Brotherhood and Avengers, and maybe the Cabal. Right? I'm starting to think maybe Cabal too with the new leader with Sin. I think QuickSilver has a spot in there too. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Like I said, like the video if you dislike the video, dislike the video if you dislike the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of QuickSilver. Subscribe to my channel. We'll have more MCP content coming up. I think the next one is going to be. I'm hoping we get a Mr. Sinister card reveal. I hope we get all 3 of these cards revealed this week. Personally, we should already been revealing these characters. They come out in 2 weeks. May 14th. These models should be out. They should already reveal these character cards already. Just go ahead and get it over with. Panel plays are cool, but once you play the game and you kind of see what they do, might as well just release the card at that point. Anyways, guys, that's it. Thank you very much. Like I said, like, dislike, subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.